Hello, everyone. Cy Smith. It is on Thursday, Health Day, January 21st. Wanted to shoot this video before I clock in here about all the school closings, the water in Flint, Michigan, the shooting, all the protests, everything that's going on. I'm going to say this to you guys. The bottom line, it is what you're going to do. We can talk about what the governor of Michigan is doing, Bruce Rauner in Illinois, what he's doing. I'm concerned about what are you going to do? Because at the end of the day, in this day and age, black people have more than enough resources. The problem is we're so fickle and fighting over who's going to get the glory and attention that we're not doing the basics. And when I say basics, can you name 4 black businesses that you spend money with? And I get it. That's not going to help. Well, that's where your little mindset comes into play. The truth of the matter is, it is the small things and the collective things that we do that's going to make a difference. It's not this grandiose thing. Anything that you name to me that will be grandiose, I will shoot holes through it, because at the end of the day, it's about each individual person in that household and on that block. And I get it. We hurt people, hurt other people. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? What is the problem of us pooling together $1 a month? What is the problem? Well, here's the problem. The problem is who's going to get it, what they're going to do with it. I don't have time for that. If the people of Cook County, they fought over a penny tax. Todd Stroger and now Tony Preckwinkle implemented the penny tax because they get it. They understand the big picture. A penny tax on everything you spend money with is collectively massive. When will our people get it? That $1 a month collectively is massive. We have to get that in our mindset. Let's go to Flint, Michigan. What happened with the water? Why are you surprised? We are operating as if this is new for us. The shooting of Laquan McDonald here in Chicago. Why are we surprised? This stuff has been happening, so no one should be surprised about any of this. What I'm surprised about is how we will do all the things we're doing now, and that's good stuff, but we still won't find black businesses in our neighborhoods to support. Where will the growth come from? Are we going to the very people who don't care about us saying, care about me? Or are we going to internalize? I've yet to see Chinatown do certain protests. I haven't. You know why? Because they understand that the power is within them. They're such a tight-knit community that they make sure that they internalize most of what they do. Same with Greektown, same with Little Italy. And granted, they don't have the racial oppression. They don't have the structural racism in place that will beat them down. And I so I get that. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of making excuses for my people fighting and bickering over issues, asking the very people who don't care about you to care about you. We out here. When you go care about yourself? When are we go pull our own resources together and do for self? So Bruce Rauner talked about the school closings. Let me go over that real quick. All right. Compulsory education. Google that, look that up so you can understand. That's when they said we're going to mandate education. Long time ago. At the end of the day, the world has been built on exploiting somebody. That's what it is. In life, you're going to have a game of winners and losers. So what I'm more concerned about is how do we make sure that we're not in this cycle of losing? Because the truth of the matter is, when you think about the school system, if I get all the degrees, all the education that they want me to have, where am I going? If we don't fix the structural racism, the highest degree person will have to then assimilate to this structure of discrimination, the structure of, I'm going to take care of the people that's close to me and you're not close to me, so you're going to be on the outskirts. Whereas in Chinatown and Greektown, they're going to take care of themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we just got to be open enough to build Blacktown. We some people not even comfortable saying that. And so you can forget about having a place when you do get your degree where you can come back to your source of base and operations and whatnot. So at the end of the day, can you name 4 black businesses at the end of the month? Probably not. At the end of the day, the Bud Billiken Day Parade in Chicago, the largest parade, frustrates me all the time. Because if I go in that crowd, people could name 5 countries in Africa. A continent. They couldn't name 5 out of the 55 nations there. What do that say? You got the Columbus Parade. You got all these parades of the other ethnicities. And that's good because they pushing their culture. They making sure that they 5 and 6-year-olds know about their way of life. We go to the Bud Billiken Day Parade and we dance and we party and we talk about the very education system that is designed not to build you up. So how dysfunctional is that? And then you can't even name the countries and the continent ultimately where you come from. So we got work to do, you guys, but it starts with looking in the mirror and saying, what am I going to do? Am I pooling this $1 a month together based on where I live at? And the chances are you're not. I'm hopeful that we're going to turn that around, but I really want us to stop looking outside for something that we had a solution to inside. And the world is sitting there shaking their head saying, wow, all this money, they got $1 trillion and they talking about what they need. All right. And then last thing, let's open up our own charter schools. I want to see some of our outstanding people on education start their own charter schools, because at least I would know that they had a passion that's going to be necessary to educate our children versus keep running to the government and asking them to help us. Let's do for self. All right, you guys, 312 area code 405-8844, Cy Smith, 312-405-8844. Thanks.